We want to bring in our first morning weather team right now to break down the next several hours and, of course, the days ahead, because we know this is going to be a long event for us here. So we have team coverage for you with meteorologist Alex Alisi, but we're going to begin with the chief meteorologist Tony Manalfi. So, Tony, what is the latest advisory we have?
First of all, Michelle, I love that analogy. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is not a Charlie type of feature. This is not going to race in and out. This is going to be a 1.5 to 2, maybe 2.5 day ordeal with flooding, the risk for severe weather. We're already seeing that down south. With the 5 o'clock advisory, I cannot stress this enough. The one thing that really has caught our attention is the intensity forecast off our southwest coast, potentially making landfall here as a Category 4 hurricane with 130-mile-an-hour winds. Because it's a little bit stronger, that means that the core of the winds are going to take longer to wind down or kind of weaken. That won't really happen until it hits central Florida. You can see Orlando back up towards potentially Volusia and or Flagler County. We'll see winds there sustained, dropping below hurricane force by the time we get into Thursday, mid-morning on into the afternoon, and then things will lift up to the north and the east. As of right now, the center of circulation kind of wobbling there to the southwest of the Keys, but moving steadily. The forward speed for now has not slowed down. We like to see that. We don't want this to slow down. But with the latest advisory, for those of you just getting home, the hurricane warnings now extend inland to Lake, Seminole, Orange, Osceola, and Polk County. Elsewhere in our viewing area, they are tropical storm warnings, meaning that within 36 hours, you're likely going to see winds in excess of 40 miles an hour. In the hurricane warned areas, that's 74 miles an hour or more. Let's take a look now at what's going on down to the south. A lot of buoy data here, just kind of assimilating what the winds look like as this is coming up in that 30 to 40 mile an hour range for the most part. But look at the Keys. 69 mile an hour wind gusts right there. And we have seen tornado warnings here for about the last 2 hours across South Florida. Look at the eye on the Key West radar. 149 miles to the south-southwest there of Fort Myers, lifting up gradually to the north. As we watch the radar, watching the rain down to the south, lifting up gradually here into central Florida. Nothing big just yet. That's the good news. Up towards Volusia, on into Flagler County, a few sprinkles there. So let's play this out. Tonight, watching those outer bands. Wednesday and Thursday, we are in the heart of things. And by Friday, we're hoping that our graph model is correct and we start cleaning up, not waiting for things to move offshore. With more on that, here's Alex.
Hey, Tony. So let's take a look at those likely arrival of the tropical storm force winds. So again, we're going to be seeing impacts before these tropical storm force winds arrive as those bands start to move on in. But the sustained, at least tropical storm force winds as we go into Wednesday morning, starting to inch into Polk County. Most of us are going to be seeing those tropical storm force winds as we go into Wednesday evening. Some of us don't forget, a bunch of us are going to be seeing hurricane conditions as well. By Thursday morning, those strongest winds are lifting their way into Flagler County in northern Volusia County. As we take a look at that peak wind potential, again, I love showing this graphic because just take a look how impressive this is. 75 to 95 mile per hour winds. Again, that's not just gusts, but that's sustained winds moving its way up I-4. As that hurricane moves its way a little bit further inland again, it's going to slowly weaken. Again, the key word there is slowly. And even a Category 1 hurricane here, 55 to 75 mile per hour winds across much of the viewing area here as it, again, works its way up I-4. As we take a look at the power outage index, again, ground's already saturated. Add in the wind, that's going to topple over some trees. So it is very likely that we're going to be seeing widespread power outages around the Tampa Bay area. Very likely we'll be seeing power outages here in the Orange, and then possible that we're going to be seeing power outages across, again, a majority of Central Florida. And of course, that is why all those power crews are stationed and ready to go. Already seeing about 115 power outages being reported there in Orange County. I do expect, again, that to go on up. So as we take a look at Seminole County, Hurricane Ian, again, the impacts worse of the weather starting again Wednesday evening until Friday afternoon. Was max wind gusts 70 to 80 miles per hour. Also, as we go into Orange County, again, hurricane warning in effect. Those max gusts 70 to 80 miles per hour. And finally, Osceola County also dealing with widespread rain, 8 to 12 inches. Hurricane warnings in effect as we track those max gusts 70 to 80 miles per hour. If I didn't get to your county, don't worry. We are going to get to you in just a moment. I'll bring you more of those county by county graphics in just a couple of minutes.